Elon Musk is creative. He's a visionary. He's running SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, X, and God knows how many other companies. What makes him that? So I decided to decode him from the Ayurvedic perspective. Ayurveda is all about how much balance of air, space, water, fire, earth you have in your body, and that determines your prakriti, or the way that you behave and the way you are. So let's go. So if you look at it, he is the creative part, and the visionary part shows that he is a Vata. So whenever there is somebody who has a lot of air and a lot of space, that personality is called Vata. So he's very high Vata. That means because air can flow anywhere, and he has space, that means he can just keep traveling wherever he wants to. He's like a moving rope. So that makes him very airy. A lot of the Wall Street personalities, type A personality, who think of 100 ideas but can't stick to one normally, are very high in Vata. So for sure he's got a Vata personality, looking at his creativity and visionary aspect of his life. So number 2, he's very restless. He's a workaholic. So he's always on the move. He's always traveling. He's got multiple projects. He works long hours. He's always constantly trotting the globe or trotting the nation, which is again the same trait. He's like air, and he is living in a space. So that means he's very high Vata. These two things confirm his very high Vata personality. But then the third thing, which is that he's charismatic, very charismatic. Everybody wants to talk about him. He's in the limelight. He's detached. He's sold all his houses. He's like ready to move in wherever he wants to. He's not working just for money. He's working for just doing good to the world. And he's very reserved in a way, although he's always in the limelight, but he's very reserved and introvert in certain aspects when you read through his entire history. So that makes him a little bit of Kapha. And then when you look at, he's very resilient. A lot of challenges come his way. When he was buying X, there was like tons of problems he had, but he was very resilient. He stands up to criticism. He is very determined. Once he puts his mind to something, like the Russians told him they won't sell him the rocket, so they wanted to sell him for a lot of money. He said, I'm going to make a rocket. Who in the world, 35-year-old kid, wants to make a rocket? Now look at that. When the Sunita Williams was stuck in the space, he was the one who made it happen, where he got Sunita back. Look at that. He's now controlling Starlink. The entire globe has Starlinks all over the world. This is one guy doing it. He's very determined. If he thinks he has to do it, he does it. And he's very stable in very tough times. You remember that saying, when the going gets tough, the tough gets going? That's him. That's him. And why is he that? Because he's got the Kapha personality. What is Kapha? Kapha is when you have a lot of earth and you have a lot of water. So that means earth means you're very stable. Stability gives you Kapha. So this resilience, this standing up to criticism, this determination, this toughness is all earth in him. So the next thing is, he's very witty and quick. People ask him questions, he's right there. That's Vata in him. And he's a long-term visionary, which means he's not thinking of today. He's talking about Mars. He's talking about maybe 50, 100 years later. That makes him a very Kapha personality. Kapha people think forever, as if they are going to be alive, they're going to do business forever. That is the trait of Kapha people. Very stable, very stable. If you look at his physique, he is very Vata and to some extent Kapha. So looking at all these aspects, I personally think he is Vata and Kapha. Again, I'm doing it all for entertainment, and I want to take a disclaimer that this is not a medical advice of any nature, but this is how I would determine his personality without knowing him personally. So I don't know him. I'm a big fan of his, reading through all the news and all the articles that I could lay my hands on. That's how I'm determining him. So why is he not Pitta? A lot of people have written about him being Pitta. No, he's not Pitta. Why? Because although he's very ambitious, he's not fiery. He's not an angry guy. He's not temperamental. He's very ambitious, but he's very cool. He just wants to do what he wants to do, and he's very determined. So Vata Kapha is his final personality according to me. And how I can excel, he should probably try when he's in the plains, try meditating more. He can do some oil massages every day while taking a shower. Maybe do some oil pulling, that helps me. He should eat some spicy food. So does he have to do it? I think he's the number one richest guy in the world. He's the smartest guy, he's the most famous guy. Who am I to give him the advice? But this is what I would do in case I had to give the advice. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, write in the comments that am I right or not. And for those of you who want me to decipher and decode other world personalities or people of your choice that I could probably find information publicly, please write down. I will try to use my knowledge of Ayurveda and decode it for you. Thank you. If you've yet not subscribed to my channel, please do. And please spread the word so that I can keep working for you day and night and keep decoding and bringing you the knowledge of ancient wisdom of Ayurveda and marrying it with the modern science and bridging the gap in the way I've been doing.